Okay, so next one is, so this is also important topic, stellar evolution in pteridophytes. So we already know about this. Steel means
Excuse
this.
me, madam. Please click on slideshow if possible.
Oh, 1 minute, sir. Okay. Sir, is it okay? Okay.
Yes, yes, madam. Please proceed.
So we already know about, so steel means vascular bundles are the central cylinder are this vascular tissue, it is called as a steel. So generally we already know about this. Steel means xylem, phloem, pericycle and medullary rays if present. So the term steel was used by Von Tigman and Doliet in Stelar theory. So the term steel, which is used, so generally called as a vascular bundles, but the name steel is given by this Von Tigman and Doliet. So, Stelar theory, which was given proposed by Von Tigman and Doliet in 1986. Sorry, 1886. So the major highlights in Stelar theory, that is, steel is a real entity and present universally in all higher plants. So according to this Stelar theory, so they proposed some points. That is steel. It is present in all higher plants, and the cortex and steel are the two fundamental parts of the shoot system. And steel and cortex, they are separated by the endodermis. And the main components of steel are xylem and phloem, and pericycle, medullary rays, and pith are also present as the components of the steel. So the main components are the xylem and phloem. But along with this xylem and phloem, this pericycle, medullary rays, and central pith are medulla. It may be present. So these are also the components of the steel according to Stelar theory. So this theory was proposed by Von Tigman and Doliet. So here the different types of steel. So generally based on the arrangement or based on the this arrangement of xylem and phloem. So here there are different types of steel. So based on ontogeny, how the development of these vascular bundles occurred, and phylogeny. So here the three broad categories of steels in the vascular bundles. So first one is the protosteel, second one is the siphonosteel, and third one is the solenosteel. So here the three types of steels are present. So first one, protosteel. So some authors, they recognize only two categories, that is the protosteel and siphonosteel only. So these solenosteel is a category of siphonosteel. So according to some, so it is a part of the siphonosteel. Solenosteel, it is a type of siphonosteel. But here three types of steels are present. So first one is a protosteel. So here protosteel means here the steel without teeth are generally the central medulla is present. Here the medulla is absent in protosteel. So here again protosteel, again here different types of protosteel. So first one is the haplosteel. Haplosteel means smooth central xylem that is surrounded by the phloem. It is called as the haplosteel. So generally this haplosteel, which is seen in Rhynia and Lygodium. So in this here haplosteel means that is a xylem which is surrounded by the phloem. Next one is actinosteel. So here the star shape. So here in protosteel, that is medullar pith is absent. So that is central xylem which is followed by the phloem. Here in actinosteel, that is the xylem is shaped and phloem is present between the arms of this star. It is called as the actinosteel. Actino means star shaped steel. So example for actinosteel is Lycopodium serratum. So actinosteel, which is seen in the Lycopodium serratum. So next one is the plectosteel. So xylem as a plates and phloem is present between the xylem plates. Example for this is Lycopodium clavatum. So here the variation is seen in the Lycopodium species only. Actinosteel, which is seen in the serratum, and in clavatum, the Lycopodium clavatum plectosteel, that is xylem is plate shaped. And mixed protosteel, that is xylem as a patches in the phloem. It is called as a mixed protosteel. Example for this is Lycopodium cernum. So next one is a mixed protostele with pith. So with pith like, so generally here in protostele pith is absent, but pith like parenchyma cell is present. So it is called as the mixed protostele with pith. Example is hymenophylla. So it is rare case only, mixed protostele with pith, but these are the common type, that is haplostele, xylem surrounded by the round xylem, which is surrounded by the phloem. Example, Rhynia and Lygodium. So next one is the actinostele, that is star-shaped xylem. In between these arms of the star, here phloem is present. Plecto means plate-shaped xylem is in the. So how the evolution will take place? So first round. So this shape is star shape. Here the expansion of these xylem occurs and they form the arms. Next they are separated and form the plates. Like that again they are separated and they look like a patches. So here how they are developed in protostele. So next one is here in siphonostele, that is cladosiphonostele, cladosiphonic siphonostele. So here siphonostele means stele with pith and no leaf gap. So again here also different types, that is cladosiphonic siphonostele means without leaf gap. Example for this is Selaginella. And ectoploic siphonostele means phloem is external to the xylem. Ectoploic, that means phloem outside and xylem inside. Example for ectoploic is osmunda and amphiploic, amphiploic siphonosteles. Example, that is phloem is present on either side. It is called as amphiploic siphonostele. Next one is the, so here three types. So next one is the solenostele. So stele with pith and leaf gap, it is called as the solenostele. So ectoploic means phloem external to the xylem. Sorry. Next one is amphiploic solenostele means phloem both sides of the xylem. So example for this is amphiploic solenostele is adiantum. Next one is dictyostele. So mini meristems. It is called as the example for this is dictyostele teres. And polycyclic stele. So mini circles of vascular bundles. Example for this polycyclic is pteridium aquilinum. Next one is U-stele means vascular bundles arranged as a broken ring. Example, dicot stem. So we already discussed about this U-stele. So next one is atactostele. So scattered arrangement of the vascular bundles. It is also we discussed monocot stem. In monocot stem, atactostele, that is scattered arrangement of vascular bundles. So here vascular bundles are arranged in a ring. So broken ring, it is a U-stele. So this is about the different types of steles. So we already discussed about this. Protostele means a stele with a solid core of xylem at the center and it is surrounded by the phloem. It is followed by pericyclid endodermis. So in protostele, pith is absent and the simplest stelar organization. So simple type of stele is a protostele. And it is considered as the most primitive stelar organization in plants. So majority of pteridophytes show protostelic condition in their rhizome, stem or roots. So here 5 types of protosteles: haplostele, actino, plecto, mixed protostele and mixed protostele with pith. So haplostele. So protostele with smooth core of xylem. Here this one is haplostele. So central xylem which is surrounded by the phloem. Uniform layers of phloem. So named by the Brebner in 1902, and it is the most primitive type of protostele usually present in fossil genera, that is Rhynia and Harneophyton. Example of these are the fossil genera, whereas in living genera like Selaginella, Glycina and Lygodium. So in this also, in living genera also, this haplostele is present. So simple type, that is xylem surrounded by the phloem. Next one is a actinostele. So protostele with xylem core having radial ribs of arms, that is star shaped here. So like this. So here this one is a blue colored one is the xylem, and in between this one is a phloem. In between these arms here the phloem is present. So xylem is star shaped or stellate, hence the name actinostele. So phloem is not present in continuous manner here. So in between the arms only here phloem is present. So named by Brebner in 1902. And example for this is Asteroxylon, Coleotum and Lycopodium serratum. In these species, so this type actinostele is seen. Next one is a plectostele. So xylem occurs as several plates which are more or less parallel to each other. So xylem plates are alternate with the phloem patches. It is named by Zimmermann in 1930. And example for this plectostele is the Lycopodium clavatum. So here, this pink colored one is the xylem. So they are plates, parallel plates. So in between this green colored one, this is the phloem, which is present in between the xylem. So here also blue colored one is the xylem. In between this ash colored one, this is the phloem. Next one is a mixed protostele. So xylem is divided into several units. So each xylem units are scatteredly arranged inside the ground mass of phloem. So example for this is Lycopodium cernum. So here this blue colored one is the xylem. So it is surrounded by here the xylem is scattered in the phloem. Example for this is Lycopodium cernum. So next one is the mixed protostele with pith. So advanced type among the protosteles, and formation of pith started here for the first time in the evolution of this stele. So stele is similar to mixed protostele, and patches of parenchymatous region occurs in association with the xylem. So it is considered as a connecting link between the protostele and siphonostele. So this mixed protostele, which is the connecting link between the protostele and siphonostele. In protostele, that is pith is absent, whereas in siphonostele, pith is present. So here pith-like structure, that is which is formed by the which is made up of parenchymatous cells. So example for this mixed protostele is the Hymenophyllum and Lepidodendron species. In this mixed protostele is present. So next one is the siphonostele. So a stele with pith at the center. So central core of pith, it is surrounded by the xylem and it is advanced than the protostele. So here theories are for the origin of this siphonostele. Some views are there. So siphonostele, it is derived from the protostele by the formation of pith. So centrally placed xylem core in the protostele is replaced by the parenchyma. So different stages of changing of protostele to siphonostele can be observed in the transfer section at the different levels of. So they are observed in different sections of this glycinia, osmundum, and anemia. And so here they have postulated two theories regarding this origin of the pith in the siphonostele, that is interstellar origin of pith and extrastellar origin of pith. So interstellar origin means it is proposed by Bower in 1923 and it is supported by Fan. So innermost vascular tissue in the protostele changes into parenchymatous cells. So due to which here the formation of pith occurred. So widely accepted theory of pith development, that is interstellar origin, that is within the stele, that is xylem only here innermost vascular tissue which is changes into parenchymata. It is given by the Bower. Whereas the extrastellar origin of pith, it is proposed by Jeffrey. So pith and cortex are homogeneous structures. So which is formed by pith is formed by the invasion of the cortical parenchymatous cells into the stele. So invasion of pith occurs through the leaf gaps or branch gap. So which is not accepted by the most of the authors. So accepted one is the interstellar version of pith only. So here siphonostele again two types, ectofloic and amphiploic. Ectofloic means phloem outside. Amphiploic means on either side of the xylem, phloem is present. So ectofloic, phloem is present only on the external side of the xylem and pith is at the central position. So phloem is externally surrounded by the pericycle and endodermis. So here central pith and which is followed by the xylem and which is followed by the phloem. So here the leaf trays are present but leaf gap is absent. So example for ectofloic is osmunda and Syzygia. Next amphiploic. So phloem is present on both sides of the xylem. So here pith. So here the phloem which is followed by the xylem. So on either side of the xylem, phloem is present, that is inner phloem and outer phloem. Example for this is Marsilia and Adiantum. So solenostele means, so solenostele, it is actually a subcategory of siphonostele, and here the siphonostele which is perforated at the place of origin of the leaf trace, it is called as a solenostele. So in simple, a siphonostele with leaf cap, it is called as a solenostele. So again here also different types. Ectofloic solenostele means phloem is present outside and xylem inside. Amphiploic means on either side of the xylem, phloem is present. Dictyostele. Okay, ectofloic, which is derived from the ectofloic siphonostele. So here the phloem is present only on outside the xylem, outer side of the xylem. So amphiploic. Phloem is present on both sides of the xylem, and phloem in both sides in turn surrounded by the pericycle and endodermis. So dictyostele means solenostele that is broken into network of separate vascular strands. So this is due to the presence of large number of leaf gaps. So each such separate vascular strand, it is called as the meristele. So this one it is called as a meristele. So example is Teres adiantum. So polycyclic. So stele is present as 2 or more concentric cylinders. So polycyclic stele will be always solenostelic in nature. So it may be polycyclic solenostele or polycyclic dictyostele. U-stele. So if the stele is split into distinct collateral vascular bundles, it is called as a U-stele. So it is modified ectofloic siphonostele. So if here splitting takes place due to the overlapping of the large number of leaf gaps. So each one it is called as a meristele. So individual vascular bundle in the U-stele are arranged as a broken ring in the ground tissue. So example for this is dicot stem, primary structure of dicot stem. So these all are the vascular bundles. So xylem and outside phloem. So here these vascular bundle, they are with large number of leaf gaps. So these are the leaf gaps. So due to which it is called as a U-stele. So atactostele. So similar to the U-stele, but individual vascular bundles are scattered. So each one it is called as a meristele. So it contains xylem and phloem. So this is about the stelar evolution. So I will stop here. In next class we will continue. Sir, so this is also important topic. So once go through this. So in previous exams also.
Okay, madam, thank you very much. So today in this class, madam has covered two different topics. One is related to fern plants or Pteridophyta, especially in stelar evolution, types of the steels and evolution of the steel clearly explained. And previously, madam has explained about the vascular bundles. So that is very closer related to this stelar evolution. So that's why madam has chosen these two topics in same class. So really nice presentation, madam. Thank you very much. You're sparing of your valuable time. So tomorrow same time we will going to meet in our Zoom class. Okay, madam. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right.